Mallory Galillo, and she's brought some students in. And there's a project you guys are doing over there. Good morning, Mallory. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Tell us what it is that that you're doing here.
So the project is called their Passion Project, and instead of doing a final exam, I decided to do this year-long project where they had to figure out something that they were passionate about. And the big thing was there had to be a need that was beyond a Google search, and it has to impact other people. Okay. So they came up with it start to finish, what they're going to do. They worked as a class to figure out how they were going to be graded, and then from there, what they're going to do and how they're going to implement it.
I want to just a little sidetrack. When you say beyond a Google search, explain that.
So you can't just, look up what can I do to change the environment, and find that this thing will happen, so make a poster and hang it up.
You got to be able to back it up with other things.
Yeah, there had to be a little bit of research involved.
Hasn't Google changed the world?
Yes.
It's unbelievable. For good and craziness.
Yes.
Like we have to time all of our contests on the air because if we don't, people just look up the answer on Google and give us everybody wins.
Wow, you took about 25 minutes to answer there.
That's incredible.
Wow.
It's not like the old days where they'd run to the back room and look up an encyclopedia. They couldn't do it. Right. Now you Google it, it's very, very quickly. Okay, so you brought in 2 students here. Do they have different?
Yes.
Obviously, okay. So explain, and then we'll talk to these guys, too.
So we have Celso, who is a student who's from Guatemala. He came here when he was 13, and his project is to collect used soccer stuff that he can send back to Guatemala because there's a need there. Sometimes kids play with rolled up plastic bag as their soccer ball because they don't have anything.
Have a soccer ball.
Yeah.
Celso, good morning. Pull that mic right close to you, if you could.
Good morning.
And what brought you here to the United States? And
So I have a brother who lives in Clinton, and he told me to come to the United States because, in Guatemala, we don't have opportunities, and I decided to come to the United States because there's a lot of gangs, too, and I don't want to get involved in gangs.
Okay, all right. Now, has the president called and asked you to leave? Have you heard anything? Not yet.
No.
Nothing yet. So I think you're going to be okay then.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right. So your whole thing is about soccer back home. Explain what happens.
I love soccer. Like, I really enjoy, like, when I have problems and I go to the field, the problems goes away, and I just think about soccer. When I was in Guatemala, we don't have, like, soccer fields. We don't have cleats. And I remember when I was like 9 years old, and I was playing soccer with my friends in the street, and we didn't have like a soccer ball, so we started searching for grocery bags and rolling a soccer ball, and we didn't care about if it was a nice soccer ball.
Right.
We just enjoyed the moment.
Just allowed you to play.
Yeah.
How do you think that when you come here and you see all of the there's no shortage of soccer balls here and all the opportunity. It's got to be pretty amazing to see how good kids have it here.
Yes, like some people don't know how it's life in there, how it's like, that's right here it's amazing. It's like you have everything. Yeah. Back in there, it's nothing. You have to look for it. Yeah.
And so tell us how your project works. How do you get the soccer supplies and that sort of thing? Explain how.
So I'm trying to people like can donate like soccer equipment as shin guards, soccer cleats, soccer balls. That's what I'm trying to do to send to my country for other kids. I'm sending to my hometown.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yes.
And Mallory, this is an awesome project because you're getting these kids to do really important things.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to be feeling really proud. What a great example is that for these kids at this age.
Yes, it came from a couple different things. We started this character education movement that was started by Jeff Bryan and Mike Irwin called the Positivity Project. And basically, the whole idea is that other people matter in this world and in life, and you have to be aware of other people and do things to change lives. Not only for yourself, but for other people. It just makes you feel good. And then aside from that, I did a book study over the summer with colleagues about empowering students and things that you can do. And basically, when they take charge of their education, they're going to be empowered.
Yeah. Tell us about the other students.
So Juliana's project is she's doing a benefit concert, trying to get local musicians to come into our theater on June 15th and charge $5 for students, $8 for adults. And the money that she's raising is going to go towards VH1, Save the Music, and the Boys and Girls Club of America.
All right. You know a few local musicians that could probably help out.
Juliana, good morning. Pull that mic really nice and close and talk about your project.
Good morning. So my project was created because I've always been passionate about music. I play the violin. I've been in musicals for years, so it's always been a passion for me. So I chose those two charities because I learned what they give their money to, and VH1 gives their money to help people be able to play music within their schools, and I think that's very important because it was important to me as a student.
Yeah.
And are you finding a lot of schools across the country, especially maybe in more impoverished areas, they're losing music in their schools?
Yes, it's true. It's like one of the top things to be taken away.
Yeah. So if there is a local musician out there that would like to perform and get involved, how do people reach you?
Well, I have a Facebook.
Okay.
It's Juliana Heselton. So they can look at
Heselton?
Yes.
Okay.
And they could also email me, which is jheselton@outlook.com.
All right.
So they can just message me, and I'll reply, and they can come and perform for me.
And what type of performers are you looking for? Is it varied or what?
It's varied, yes.
Yeah.
Any age.
Any age.
Yes.
Okay. How many do you have so far?
I have 2 local bands and 1 student organization.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
It'll be June 15th at 6:30, and it's at the theater there at Clinton, right?
Yep.
Which is a beautiful theater.
It is.
You just had a show there, right?
I did.
Yeah, I did a few shows there myself. It's a nice space. It's a nice stage.
June 15th at 6:30, and it's $5 for students, $8 for adults, and that money, those proceeds will go to VH1's Save the Music and also the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Yes.
Okay. Guys, you've done some really cool stuff here. It's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Mallory, for you, congratulations, because this is there's so much you're learning, right? I mean, you're learning a lot, but and this is kind of the new way of I know people always criticize Common Core, but Common Core seems to be about even in a gym class where normally you would just play a game or something. Today, kids actually, there's learning going on in a gym class, and that's kind of what you've done here. You've really broadened the curriculum here,
That's the hope.
which is really cool. So
this is my first year doing this, so they have really paved the way here. I'm
right.
really excited about it.
how many kids are involved?
I have close to 100 students.
Wow! So there's a lot.
They're all doing
something.
their own project.
There's a lot of activism going on.
Yeah, and we
Nice.
have a lot of students who have different talents. So I have one girl who's thinking about doing like pet caricatures, charging. You can bring your pet, you can get their
and she'll
picture
do
drawn,
that.
and then
Oh,
give it
that's
to
cool.
a local animal shelter. And yeah, that's one of the cool ones also.
So it's very personalized based on the things that, whether you're passionate about something or it's a talent that you have, or it's where, in the case of Celso, it's where he came from. So, all right, guys, Juliana and Celso, congratulations. Nice job. And to all of your students, and Mallory, great job. This is really cool.
Thank you.